Hello from Adventure Isle. We are here today at Universal Studios Hollywood to celebrate the 60th anniversary of the Universal Studios tour. If you don't know, they're doing a huge celebration here at Universal Studios Hollywood. They've transformed a whole bunch of the studio tour trams into being the old school vintage Glamor trams, and they've got a whole new experience that's going to kick off a little bit later this week. But today we get to be some of the first guests to experience the all-new 60th anniversary tour. So we're going to go check that out right now, and we're going to take you along with us. If you're not already, make sure to like and subscribe here to our page at Adventure Isle for lots more theme park content and fun. But for right now, let's go check out the Studio Tour 60th anniversary and get on a Glamor tram. Another fun fact real quick before we get on the new Glamor tram on the 60th anniversary of the studio tour, they actually put you in different cars. A lot of people don't realize that, but the cars all have different names. So this is the movie star car, and all the other cars have different names. All right, we did it. We waited, and now we're going to get to go on an actual Glamor tram. Let's go! You okay?
Kick off our celebration. Here is our master of ceremonies and the host of the Tonight Show, Jimmy Fallon.
Hi, I'm Jimmy Fallon. Welcome aboard the world famous studio tour. I know what you're thinking, why the tux? Well, we're celebrating our 60th anniversary. That's right, 60 years of glitz, glamour, and our own great white shark. As we celebrate our diamond anniversary today, we'll pay tribute to Universal's past and take you behind the scenes to discover why this studio tour is world famous. So whether this is your first visit or your 60th, get ready for fun, excitement, and an experience like no other.
Thank you, Jimmy. So on March 15, 1915, our founder Carl Lyon invited the public into the studio to watch silent movies being made. Guests could read from set to set and marvel at the new technology involved in filmmaking. But with the invention of sound and the need for quiet on the set, the original walking tour ended. In the 1960s, under the leadership of company chairman Lou Wasserman and executives Al Borskip and Jay Stein, the idea of reviving a tour of the studio returned when the Gray Line bus tours originating in Hollywood made a stop at our gates. On July 15, 1964, the first of our red and white candy-striped Glamor trams took 67 passengers on a 2-hour driving tour of the Universal lot, and the world-famous studio tour was born. We started with 2 drivers, 2 guides, and 1 ticket seller working out of a trailer on Lankershim Boulevard. From there, the studio tour expanded with fantastic one-of-a-kind Hollywood elements like the Burning House and Rock Slide, which were in this area of the lot back in the 70s and 80s. Today you're on one of our 60th anniversary Glamor trams. It's one of our super trams, but dressed up in throwback style. This red and white candy striping was originally created by Harper Goff, a well-known Hollywood art director and set designer who worked on movies like Willy Wonka and the Chocolate Factory for Paramount and was known for his fantastical designs. In 1983, we upgraded to super trams, allowing us to carry more guests and experience more thrills. In 2000, we added onboard video, turning the tram into a movie theater on wheels. And in the past 5 years, we have gone electric. But now we are headed back to the future. Right now, we are entering Hill Valley from the Back to the Future films starring Michael J. Fox, Christopher Lloyd, and Leah Thompson. This is Courthouse Square. Oh, and there's Doc Brown. Hey, Doc. That clock tower is where Doc harnessed the bolts of lightning. Sit ready to fly back to the future. Hi.
Right here. I just saw it. Don't tell me nobody's out there. What are you doing?
Which would you rather do, this or my time machine? Why not both? I guess you're right. I prefer the time machine, of course. You're all having fun today? Excellent, excellent. Hello there, people. Oh, your time travelers are looking beautiful. Hope you're all having fun. But I need you to find Marty for me. We gotta get back to 1955. Gotta have it. Mom and Dad get together. All right, we'll see you in the Excellent. Enjoy your day.
All right, we should disturb the space-time continuum for too long, so let's say goodbye to Doc for now.
Future.
Here's a lovely picture card from the Flintstones and Harry Potter. And if you saw Jurassic World, you will definitely recognize the gyrosphere. The sphere part looks like it's missing, but it was never really there. In the film, it was CGI, computer-generated imagery. Some of those cars we just saw do still have the engines in them and are still drivable. Some of them we've taken the engines out, can't drive those anymore. We want them to be light enough so we can throw them up in the air, flip them around, and manipulate them. Like we do how Fast and Furious go. Over here to your left, you see our Dino Paddock. Dinosaurs are in our DNA here at Universal. They've been a part of the tour for 3 decades. We hardly have room in the paddock for our expanding collection, and we actually have a T-Rex just in time for our 60th anniversary. I'm excited to tell you that the new era of the franchise will begin on July 2nd, 2025 with Jurassic World 4 as we enter the Jurassic Forest. Here's Chris Pratt to tell us more about this location.
So for many years, this part of the studio tour was the greens department, where we keep real plants and trees that can be used as set dressings for TV shows and movies. Nowadays, it's where you can see many of the set pieces used in the Jurassic films, including some plants and trees, except these aren't real. Just like the dinosaurs around here. At least, I don't think the dinosaurs are real. Actually, there might be a few real ones around here, so just be on the lookout. You know me.
The mobile lab unit back there to your left before you got spat on by some dinosaurs. That was used in in the Lost World Jurassic Park. They go over a cliff. The cliff wasn't really a cliff. That cliff's actually a parking garage on their front lot. We drove by it just a few minutes ago. So in front of us is Soundstage 50. You may know that last year we closed the earthquake attraction that stood on this part of the lot for decades. We've made way for this new unrivaled state-of-the-art soundstage that is already in high demand. And yes, there is filming going on inside right now. You can tell that by the LED light. It's a good time for me to tell you guys we're about the halfway mark of the tour. Just a reminder, remain seated at all times. If you need my assistance, pull the red emergency cord and I'll be back there to help you out. So we've made an arrangement with production to travel through the elephant doors of the soundstage to see what happens inside of it. Let's see. Yep, all right, they're letting us in. The set has been just decorated for a highly anticipated production. It's Hollywood's only tube-level soundstage, and check out the detail. The first floor is decorated like a subway station. This is a hot set, meaning it's completely decorated, locked for picture, and ready for the director to call action. Video Village over here to your left, the director's chair, the monitor. That's where everybody kind of hangs out to see if the tape is good. They've got some cool set dressing. There's graffiti over here to the right of part one. We've got hair and makeup over there to the left. Got some wardrobe going on. So what happens when they go on break is they basically go outside, take a bathroom break, You have been survived an earthquake every month. The attraction originally opened 35 years ago in 1989 and just waited for our 60th anniversary with a complete Hollywood makeover, updating all of the props and renovating the public version was set into the 21st century. To Lyon Estates over here to your left. You guys see the Lyon Estates signs. You may remember that the Lyon Estates was where Marty McFly lived in the Back to the Future trilogy. Live in the home of tomorrow today. Those signs are replicas of the original props made for the 30th anniversary of the first film. So over to your left, we're going to drive through it. It's the crash site set. It's a real 747 airplane. So it remains in the neighborhood where Tom Cruise hangs out in the film. And here's what it looked like on the screen.
The airplane crash set was a perfect example of a set that is all designed around a vision at speed.
You forget to sit down and talk about the world. I thought, what if the 747 goes down right in a big neighborhood? Because it's just something you don't see.
You're doing good. You're doing good. Keep pressing me. Listen, come on. Listen, I want you to close your eyes, okay? And I'm closed. Robbie, get in. Get in.
Large-scale sets like this have been part of the studio tour for several decades. Before production destroyed the suburban neighborhood for the film, it was Site B for the Lost World Jurassic Park, and prior to that, it was whimsical Whoville for How the Grinch Stole Christmas. And now, on your right is a set that's been a highlight since the original 1964 studio tour. This is the home of Norman Bates from Alfred Hitchcock's Psycho. And up next is our official scale replica of LA's most iconic landmark, the Hollywood sign. Well, we are celebrating our 60th. The Hollywood sign is commemorating its centennial year. You see it over here to your right as we make this turn. Of the studio tour, one of our hallmarks was a visit to Pop Plaza, where guests disembarked for once-in-a-lifetime photos and to interact with characters, vehicles, and props of their favorite productions. Well, guess what? Just for our 60th anniversary, we brought that opportunity back. So remember, folks, this is a limited stop. When you are ready to continue your tour, simply follow the signs. You'll be boarding a different tram with a brand new guide, so remember to gather all your belongings and your 3D glasses. You'll need them when we resume the tour. As you disembark, please walk toward the front of the tram and have fun. We're going to come to a complete stop and they're going to open up the gates.
We've made it. We get to get off here and take some photos. This brand new. They generally don't let you get off the tram, but they're letting you now for the 60th anniversary. But before we go walk around the photo op area, I want to show you this over here. They have the Hollywood sign up.
Royal breed is what you need. So how do you come to be stuck with a bummer like me?
So you can take a picture with King Kong, with Jaws, or with some Fast and the Furious cars. So let's go check those out. Experience. So when you're done right over here, you can get right back onto a studio tour, and like they said before, it's whatever tour picks you up, so it's not going to be the same tram you came on. So we may or may not be on a Glamor tram on the way back, but right now we're going to take some pictures. Next up, we have the Fast and the Furious cars, and then we're going to end with the Jaws photo op, which already has a long line, so I can tell that's going to be the most popular photo op here. Wait in line for it, but we'll take a quick look while we wait in line.
Doors are coming down. Once again, welcome back to the tour. One last call for those 3D glasses. If you do not have them, please raise those hands and one of our studio tour ambassadors will come around and get those for you. And once again, of course, please move any small children whose feet don't touch the floor to the center of the tram for their safety. Everyone, we are about to head out. Welcome back. If you haven't been on my tram before, my name is Kristen. I am your studio guide, and your driver is Delia. We're very, very excited to have you for this final act of the studio tour. Now, very quickly, we are about 10 minutes out from the end of the tour. So just a reminder, once again, to remain seated at all times and pull that red cord if you need any assistance from me.
Over the past 6 decades, the studio tour is taking guests on an amazing behind-the-scenes look at a movie studio in a way that only Universal can. I hope that you had a great time today, and on behalf of everyone at NBC Universal, thank you for joining us to celebrate our diamond anniversary. Here's to another 60 years.
And thank you for celebrating 60 years of the studio tour with us. For 6 decades, we've given you an insider look into Hollywood, from TV's first golden age to our current era of streaming and binge watching your favorite shows. As movies get bigger on the big screen, we've given you exclusive access to ride the movies. No matter how much entertainment changes or how we experience it, we'll be here at the studio tour to show you how it's done. Our 60th anniversary is special to us because the studio tour is where it all began for Universal destinations and experiences. From just 2 Glamor trams traveling around the studio lot in the summer of 1964, we've developed into so much more, including 7 parks entertaining millions of guests every year, and the upcoming Universal Epic Universe opening in 2025. I'd also like to acknowledge all of our studio tour ambassadors, drivers, and studio guides throughout our history who have helped make the studio tour world famous, from our first 4 guides and drivers to the hundreds of team members who support the tour today.
Thanks so much for watching our Glamour Time experience here at Adventure Isle. We had the best time experiencing the 60th anniversary studio tour, especially because we got to be on the Glamour Tram. Thanks so much for coming along with us. If you're not already, make sure to like and subscribe here to our page at Adventure Isle.